All right, we're here live. We're doing it. I'm gonna upload it. I'm sorry about this, but it's being done. Here's Danny Mo Morris. Lesson, I think I'm up to lesson 4. I've watched today. I studied lesson 1, 2, and 3, and here we are with lesson 4. Lesson 4. Let's go. Alrighty. Berkeley University professor, totally domination nation, left-hand muter. Sounds great. This guy's beautiful.
I have a track here of a 2-chord progression, a 1 chord going to a 4 chord, and I'm going to play for you and then talk about the organization of it. How to play underneath a soloist, which in this case is me on the keyboard, and how to frame everything up so you have a really cool track where the forward motion is always there. And that just involves a lot of
progressions
listening
I'll have to work on later on.
Playing a motif, a melody in the bass line. We're using repetition. I'm also going to show you about how to use a pedal point, staying on one note through both of the chords.
Pedal points. I'm good at pedal points. I could pedal point. I could pedal all day long. It's the only thing I could do. I could pedal. He's talking about repeated rhythms.
chord
jam.
progression like that.
Two chord progression, huh?
B flat minor 7 to E flat 7. Okay, one minor to 4/7. Very popular in so many songs. That goes several minutes, and I often will warm up to that just to get my hands together. Also, just to practice playing along with a
He
soloist.
just plays with the muted.
That's me on the keyboard. In that case, I get to play with myself, musically speaking. And I'm trying to get into the soloist mind, my frame of mind. And some of the phrases that I'm playing on the keyboard were not necessarily even, binary. I could have a 1 or a 3 bar or a 5 bar phrase, and being sensitive to that helps me organize the pattern of my bass part. I mean, this line okay, is a stock line that you find on many songs. Root to the 4 chord, back to the 1. It's interesting, the one note that both chords, big note that has in common is the B flat is the root of the B flat chord, but it's the 5th of the E flat chord. So
It's interesting.
you can do that, and that makes for more of an ostinato. In fact, when we try it again, let me demonstrate that for you.
Demonstrating an ostinato style sound. What is drum?
So you could, by doing, compositionally speaking, it's called a pedal point, a tonic pedal. The tonic is the 1 note, and I'm sitting on that.
All right.
The chord changes on the piano, but I still stay on it. So it's kind of, you have this suspended resolution, and then when I finally go, there I hit the root of the 4 chord. It's resolved. I match each chord with the root and the bass. Okay, so a pedal point is a wonderful compositional tool. All right, and then just by jamming and practicing to something that goes for several minutes keeps your chops up too. I'm drawing blood here on this index finger, which I often do this time of year, where the heat comes on in the wintertime. And my hands crack, but it's okay, I don't mind. It's calloused underneath that. So this idea, that's a signature, that's a motive, that's a melody on the bottom, and that will suffice as a bass line too. So compositionally we have the pedal point,
It's beautiful how he mutes it.
the motive. And you go back and forth there. Open yourself up to the soloist and what they're doing. Try to phrase it. Try to figure the end of the soloist's sentence, the end of their paragraph.
Try to figure it out.
And hunker down on a new pattern at the conclusion of their phrase. And now the organization of the music comes together. So, and people will recognize that in your bass playing. It's not the kind of thing where every time you do it, people are patting you on the back and giving you a standing ovation.
No.
But I find people would like to have you as their bass player if you understand the organization of solos.
The bass player is the quiet side man.
Vocal
It's been
verses,
forgotten,
pre-choruses, and choruses.
holds
It's
the
something
house
to consider when
together.
you practice and see how the music is put together.
As they say, nobody
and
walks
the
into
sum of all
a
the
house
parts is
and
just a
says,
really cool
wow,
track.
the foundation is amazing in this place. You know, they'll come in and look at the wallpaper, the decoration, everything else. Only if the foundation is weak will they ever say, "Oh, what's the matter here? I ain't walking into that house. I ain't going to groove with you guys." Yeah, as he said there at the end, you know, when you lay it down like that, or build the foundation right, you're often overlooked, but will always be re-invited to the jam. All right, that was great. This was a great course here. I'll have to go back over that later on. This is just kind of a little bit of a timeout from the Rhythm and Groove Challenge, though it's in line with it, and it has a lot in common with what I'm reading in Ed Friedland's Bass Grooves book, where they talk a lot about the same concepts here. Intellectually, it's all coming together. Now it's my part to try to, you know, put it into action. It's going to take a few years, but hey, I've got a few years left. All right, cheers, everybody.